Did you know that 95% of people give up on their goals when faced with tough times? But what if I told you there's a way to build mental toughness so strong that you'll not only survive those hard times but thrive in them? This video will reveal how an ancient philosophy can transform the way you manage your time and focus on what truly matters, so you can conquer any challenge that comes your way. Throughout history, people have faced overwhelming challenges, plagues, wars, personal losses, and uncertainties that threaten to break them. Yet, from the ashes of these adversities emerged a philosophy so powerful that it has stood the test of time: Stoicism. This ancient school of thought, born in the heart of Greece and nurtured in Rome, teaches us how to navigate life's storms with grace, resilience, and purpose. Today, Stoicism is more relevant than ever. With our fast-paced lives filled with distractions and pressures, learning to focus on what truly matters can make the difference between merely surviving and genuinely thriving. Life is full of challenges that often feel overwhelming. The loss of a loved one can leave a hole in your heart that seems impossible to fill. The stress of balancing work, relationships, and personal growth can drain your energy and leave you feeling like you're constantly running on empty. Uncertainty about the future can paralyze you, making it difficult to take action or make decisions. These challenges are universal. Everyone experiences them at some point in their lives. However, without the right strategies to cope with these difficulties, it's easy to become overwhelmed, lose focus, and let fear and stress dictate your actions. Imagine Sarah, a young professional who recently lost her job due to company downsizing. The sudden loss of income and purpose hit her hard. She spent days in bed, paralyzed by fear of the unknown. Or think of John, a father who was constantly stressed about providing for his family while trying to find time for his passions. The weight of responsibility is slowly crushing his spirit. These stories are not uncommon, and they highlight the importance of having a strong mental framework to deal with life's inevitable challenges. This is where Stoicism comes in. At the heart of Stoicism is the idea that we should focus on what we can control and accept what we cannot. This simple yet profound principle can change the way you approach every aspect of your life. Let's break it down with a few practical examples. Imagine you're stuck in traffic on your way to an important meeting. Your heart is racing, and you're feeling the stress build up as every minute ticks by. In this situation, you can't control the traffic, but you can control how you respond to it. A Stoic would remind themselves that getting angry or stressed won't change the situation. Instead, they'd focus on what they can control. Perhaps using the time to mentally prepare for the meeting or listen to an educational podcast. This shift in focus from what you can't control to what you can control helps reduce stress and keeps you grounded in the present moment. 7. Another core teaching of Stoicism is the concept of amor fati, which means love of fate. This principle encourages us to embrace everything that happens to us, good or bad, as part of our journey. Let's take the example of Sarah, who lost her job. A Stoic approach would encourage her to see this loss not as a disaster, but as an opportunity, a chance to explore new career paths, develop new skills, or maybe even start that business she's always dreamed about. By embracing her fate, Sarah can turn a seemingly negative event into a powerful catalyst for personal growth. The Stoics also teach us the importance of living in accordance with nature, which means understanding and accepting the natural flow of life. This includes accepting that change is inevitable and that nothing lasts forever. For John, the stressed father, this might mean recognizing that his children will only be young once, and instead of stressing about providing for them, He could focus on being present and creating meaningful memories with them by aligning his actions with the natural course of life. John can reduce stress and find joy in the present moment. One of the most powerful Stoic practices is the premeditation of evils, or premeditatio malorum. This involves visualizing potential challenges or setbacks before they happen so that you're mentally prepared to face them. Let's say you have an important presentation coming up. A Stoic would mentally prepare for everything that could go wrong: technical difficulties, tough questions from the audience, or even forgetting key points. By doing this, they reduce fear and anxiety because they've already confronted these challenges in their mind and are ready to handle them if they arise. To truly understand the transformative power of Stoicism, let's dive into a real life to truly understand the transformative power of Stoicism. Let's dive into a real life example. Meet Marcus, a middle-aged man who faced what many would consider a devastating blow. He was diagnosed with a chronic illness that would progressively limit his physical abilities. At first, Marcus fell into a deep depression. He couldn't stop thinking about all the things he would no longer be able to do, the dreams he would have to abandon, and the burden he feared he would become to his family. But then he came across the teachings of Stoicism, and everything began to change. Marcus started by focusing on what he could control. He realized that while he couldn't change his diagnosis, he could control his attitude toward it. Rather than seeing his illness as a curse, he began to see it as a challenge or test of his resilience and character. He adopted the practice of amor fati, embracing his condition as part of his life's journey. Instead of lamenting what he had lost, he started to appreciate what he still had: his mind, his relationships, and the ability to find new ways to contribute to the world. With this shift in mindset, Marcus began to plan how he could use his remaining abilities to the fullest. He started writing a blog to share his experiences and insights, which quickly gained a following. His stories of overcoming daily challenges with a Stoic mindset inspired others who were facing their own battles. The act of helping others gave his life new meaning and purpose, which in turn fueled his determination to keep going. Despite the physical limitations imposed by his illness, Marcus also practiced the premeditation of evils by preparing himself mentally for the progression of his disease. Instead of fearing the future, he visualized the possible difficulty he might face and came up with strategies to handle them. This practice didn't make his challenges disappear, but it did make them less frightening. By the time those challenges arrived, Marcus was ready not just to endure them, but to face them with courage and dignity. This story of Marcus encapsulates the essence of Stoicism. It's not about denying the reality of life's hardships. It's about facing them head-on, with a mindset that emphasizes control over our reactions, acceptance of our fate, and the determination to find meaning and purpose, even in the darkest of times. Marcus's journey shows us that Stoicism isn't just a theoretical philosophy. It's a practical guide for living a resilient and meaningful life. No matter what challenges we face, as we've explored today, Stoicism offers powerful strategies for managing the ups and downs of life. By focusing on what we can control, accepting what we cannot, and preparing mentally for challenges, we can build a mental fortress that enables us to face adversity with strength and grace. Whether you're dealing with stress at work, personal loss, or uncertainty about the future, these Stoic principles can help you stay grounded, resilient, and focused on what truly matters. Remember, life will always throw challenges your way, but with the right mindset, you can turn those challenges into opportunities for growth. By embracing Stoicism, you learn to navigate life's storms with a calm and steady hand, keeping your eyes on what's most important and not getting swept away by fear, anger, or despair. Now, I want to hear from you. Have you ever experienced a challenge where Stoic principles helped you push through? Or is there a situation in your life right now where you think these strategies could make a difference? Share your thoughts in the comments below. I'd love to hear your stories and insights. And if you found this video helpful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel for more videos on personal development, and hit the bell icon so you never miss an update. Let's keep growing stronger together.